YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to go over everything you could possibly want to know about this Nike React Miler. I've been super excited about it. It's brand new to Nike's lineup, and I have really enjoyed the idea of what it has to offer. So I've gotten about 50 miles on it in about 2 weeks, and I wanted to share with you guys my experience thus far. So during this review, I'm going to give you guys a brief description of what Nike promises from the shoe. Then I'm going to go over the basic details from the upper, midsole, and the outsole, and give you guys a couple of positives and drawbacks about the shoe from there. And then I'm going to let you guys know my final opinion on the shoe, if it's worth a buy, and what kind of athlete or runner this may be best for. So without further ado, let's get right into that description. So Nike's description of the shoe is as follows. Perfect for long runs and high mileage training, the Nike React Miler is a highly cushioned everyday running shoe with a smooth transition from heel to toe. So that all sounds really good, but does it actually keep up to what it promises? We're gonna find out right now. Okay, so first off, some basic stats about the Nike React Miler. Going in for weight, the shoe is a 10.7 ounces in men's size 9 and a 9.2 ounces in a woman's size 8. Heel to toe drop is your basic 10 millimeter drop from heel to toe, 31 millimeters in the heel to 21 millimeters in the toe box area. First thing is first about the shoe. This thing is an absolute unit. This thing is a fucking tank. Seriously, this thing is like the mountain from Game of Thrones, and I've been really enjoying it. So the shoe is heavy, but I feel like the nice thing about it is there's nothing here that is going to waste. I feel like the weight is being sensibly put to use between the upper, which is a really secure, solid, durable mesh upper, and then a midsole, which is stacked. And then we also have this rubber on the bottom, which is pretty much full length. I don't really mind the weight. The thing about weight is the shoe wasn't meant to be light. It was meant for going out there and getting the miles in. And you know what? That's what the shoe is supposed to do. So I'm not gonna hate on the weight right now, but just so you know, that is a factor. I'm actually an 11.5, so I'm guessing this shoe weighs a lot more than 10.7 ounces, and I haven't minded it that much. So moving on to the upper now. Basic structure is Nike's describing it as a double jacquard mesh upper, which is pretty reinforced, as you can probably see here. There's also a nice toe protection up at the front here with a little reflective gear on it, which is super nice. It really has a nice mid-foot lockdown, and there's definitely a lot of space in the toe box area. I think I even read Nike described it as room for your toes to splay out and swell up during a long run. So they've really been thinking about what you need when you're out there logging in a lot of those miles. Moving on to the back, the heel collar is really solid. Definitely super rigid, as you can see here. And then they also have these kind of these Nike guide rails on the side, which is supposedly for better support to guide your foot in a more natural motion and mildly reduce overpronation. The one concern I'm gonna have about the upper is its breathability. I think this will be a great shoe during like kind of the fall through the early spring when it's pretty chilly out, but in the summer, I'm definitely gonna have some concerns over it. I've been lucky enough to be able to vary the temperatures in which I've ran this from a 90-degree day to a 45-degree morning, which has been pretty much night and day. The breathability was a super big issue in the 90-degree weather, and my foot got really hot, but this shoe felt really nice and cuddly on that 45-degree morning, and I felt super comfortable in this. So again, I can't wait to try this shoe out when it's consistently cooler, but for now I'm guessing there's gonna be some breathability issues during the summer, and your foot's probably gonna get pretty hot for now. Now moving on to the midsole, we have an extremely soft React foam, and anybody who's been in Nike React foam knows the feeling. It's super soft, but it also is responsive enough to where you don't feel like you're just swimming in the shoe. Another thing to look at is Nike's built-in rocker into the shoe, which, I mean, let's be honest, kind of ripped off from Hoka at this point. But I think they did it well, and it's gonna really add a nice efficiency from heel to toe off, especially if you tend to heel strike. So for all you heel strikers out there, this may be a great shoe for you to increase your efficiency. And one more final touch on the midsole is they have this kind of harder posting on the medial side of the shoe, and that's for a little extra support for some runners. And the nice thing about this shoe is it's designed for a neutral runner, and also someone who may have some mild overpronation issues. So if you're like me, who is a neutral runner, but sometimes has an issue with overpronating at the end of a long run or something, then this shoe is gonna keep you safe from that. So that's a thumbs up for me. It's a nice stability that doesn't get in the way. That being said, I don't think this is gonna be a great shoe for someone looking for a lot of good arch support if you happen to be a big overpronator. So this may not be the shoe for you. Moving on, the React Miler has kind of your standard full-length rubber midsole, and it's reinforced rubber in places that are commonly contacted to the ground more than the other. So in kind of the outside of the heel, and then also kind of the front of the toe area. Those are reinforced rubber areas for added durability, as well as a nice little decoupled groove in the middle, which I've really enjoyed. I think it added to the efficiency of the stride, and it allowed for a little bit of flexibility throughout my foot during my heel to toe off. So now I'm gonna go on to my positives and negatives or drawbacks of the shoe. First positive is gonna be the Nike React Foam midsole. This thing is soft and responsive at the same time, and it's great for getting out of the way, but also allowing your legs to recover for those long or easy days on the road. Second, I'm gonna give big ups to the attention Nike put in to making this shoe super durable. My mileage prediction on this thing is probably about 700 plus miles. So if you want a shoe that's gonna last you a really long time, especially relative to other shoes on the market, this thing is gonna be the one for you. So those are my biggest positives for the shoe. So on to drawbacks. My biggest drawback is gonna be the upper's breathability. I love how reinforced it is, but I think during the summer it's gonna be really hot and your foot is gonna be sweating in there. And then second, it's not a down for me, but a lot of people I think will grade it down on its weight. If you're someone who likes a shoe that feels closer to the ground and is lightweight, then this one probably isn't for you. I think the shoe is gonna be best for someone who is looking to just go the distance, have one shoe that they can go to for logging all the miles for a long time. They don't want to worry about switching shoes, and also someone who really wants to feel secure in the shoe. They want to sit inside of the cushion, and they want a really good lockdown on the midfoot, in the heel, but also have room to breathe in the toe box area. Now to wrap it up, I think the shoe is definitely worth a try. I've really been enjoying it, and if you can go into a store and try it on, I highly recommend that. But also there's a lot of online resources you can use, and I'll leave the links down below that offer really good fair return policies. So all in all, I've really enjoyed my experience in this shoe. Again, I think they need to improve the breathability, but the softness, the responsiveness, and I think it delivers on its promise to give you guys reliable cushioning that's also responsive to get in those easy miles and those long runs. So big ups to Nike on this one. Can't wait to get more miles on the Nike React Miler. So that about does it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Smash that bell button below, baby, if you're enjoying the content. And again, leave a comment on what you think of the shoe if you've had it, and then also let me know in the comments what you guys may want me to review next or in the future. I can't wait to get more reviews in, and there's big things coming, so thank you so much for watching. Anyway, I'm finally done. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you guys know the drill. Stay healthy, stay chill. Cheers, friends.